afternoon, everybody. It's been a long day at work, and this flow is going to be about taking the time to reconnect with you after a very long day. I know it can be very challenging, and we want to run onto our phones or keep our uniforms on from work and head into the kitchen and prepare dinner, or just get something else done on that to-do list. But it's so important for us to also put ourselves on this to-do list, which is reconnecting to ourselves, giving ourselves a time to decompress after a very long day, a very stressful day. So this flow is about reconnecting with self, allowing ourselves to decompress and to acknowledge how we felt for the day, but also giving ourselves compassion throughout the flow. So we will begin our session or our class in a seated, upright position. Now, if you don't have blocks as I do here, you can run into your kids' bedrooms, or if you have, get a thick book, if that can work, that you can sit on. You can sit directly onto the floor, but it really helps when you elevate your pelvis above your knees. It can help maintain that elongation in the spine. And you want to think of grounding down into your sit bones while rooting down into your sit bones and rising up with the crown of your head, so that you are sitting tall and comfortable. Okay? So here, close your eyes or lower your gaze. You can rest your hands, because I think we still need some energy to maintain whatever else we need to do for the rest of the day. So we'll put our palms up. When your palms are up, it helps with the energy coming in. And when palms are down, it helps you ground and more relaxed. So maybe you can do what feels good for you today. Closing your eyes, I want you to just take a few breaths. I know that might be noisy depending where you live in. The intention here is to focus on your breath. Noticing your inhales, noticing your exhales, noticing the temperature of your breath as it goes through your nostrils, the back of your throat, down your trachea, into your lungs. Notice what part of your body is elevating or deflating as you inhale and exhale. And there should be no judgment attached to this. There's no right or no wrong. There's only observation. Take the time to allow your exhales to be just a little longer than what it is now. Not forcing it, but gently nudging it in that direction. Two more breaths here. Inhaling and then extending our exhales just a little longer. Open your eyes if you close them. And bring yourself out of your seated position and turn in to tabletop position. So in this position, you can maintain your blocks under your hands, or you can remove them if you don't have blocks or you're not comfortable using your kids' books at this time. So I will do it without the blocks because many people may not have blocks at home to practice with, so it's important to show how we can do without the blocks. So you maintain your hands onto the mat. Keep your wrists over your shoulders, wrist over shoulders, shoulders over wrists, and your knees under your hips, and you turn your feet to the toenail side. You want to keep your spine in a neutral position. Think of your head looking over the edge of your mat. This is your tabletop position. Just take a few breaths, noticing how you feel. Try to allow the weight of your body to be evenly distributed between your legs and to your arms. So you may need to shift a little more forward or a little backward a little bit. Just find that sweet spot where the weight of your body is evenly distributed. From here we'll take from cat-cows. So as you inhale, drop the belly, push the sit bones out and back as you lift your chest up to the sky, head floating forward. As you exhale now, round the back, tuck the pubic bone in, chin to chest, eyes looking between the legs or at your navel. We'll continue to use this breath to move from cow on an inhale and cat on an exhale. Continue pushing the mat away with your arms. And every time you exhale, think of hugging the lower belly in and up. And as you inhale, think of allowing your body to soften a little bit. Still keep the abs engaged, but just allowing it to soften just a little bit. You can stay right here, continue with your cats or cows, or if you feel ready, we will do a little bit more dynamic movement, or a little bit more fluid movement with our cats and cows. So your next inhale, I want you to sit your sit bones back onto your heels as much as you can. And as you exhale, pick up the lower belly, gather the belly in, coming into your heart. Inhale and back, arching the back, chest comes forward, sit bones are up. Exhale, hug the lower belly in, round the back, chin to chest. Continue this flow. And you can move as fast as you want, as slow as you want, just remembering to move on your breath. On your last inhale, you come back into tabletop position. From here, we will extend our right leg right out. Come onto the balls of your feet here and rock yourself back and forward. Notice where you feel the stretch in your body and breathe into that place. Inhaling as you push back, exhaling as you come forward. Moving nice and slow today, focusing on every little movement and on our breath. Back to neutral. We'll do our left side. Kicking back. Seems like all my plants on your ball of your feet. Keeping your head aligned. Don't drop the head like this. Sometimes we have a habit of dropping our head to look at the foot. But we want to feel the foot. You don't have to see it. You want to feel the sensations going through the body. So really focus on what you feel in this moment. To bring you back to the internal parts of your body. One last inhale. And return the leg back into our tabletop position. Some of the places that we really, especially if you have an office job working at a desk all day, some of the places that really suffer are your shoulders, your upper back, and your hips from sitting for long periods of time. So we will give some attention to these areas today. So let's get into our thread the needle. So you take a breath in, and as you exhale, you pick up your right hand and moving from your upper back to your chest and the arms floats up last. You will exhale. So continue your inhaling and exhaling here. Continue breathing normally. As you feel that twist, inhale the hand back down to tabletop. Now if at any moment your wrists feel uncomfortable, you can always float down into forearm tabletop, and you can do the same positions here. Take a breath in, hug the lower belly in, twisting from the upper back, chest, and coming up, the hand comes up last. Take a breath in, bring it back down. Let's do the other side. We're just warming up the upper back for now before we move into thread the needle. We'll do the other side. So take a breath in. As you exhale, hug the lower belly in, moving from the back first, then the chest, then the arm. Take a breath again, coming back down. As you exhale, bring the arm up. Inhale, coming back down. Okay, so you could have done that both your straight arms or on your forearms. Now we'll work on our thread the needle now. So we'll continue with that twist and then we'll move to thread the needle underneath the next arm. So as you take an inhale, soften the body. As you exhale, hug the lower belly in, moving from the back body, then the chest, coming up to the sky on an exhale. As you inhale, coming down between the arms, not going too low, pressing the back of the palm down to keep the body engaged, keep your muscles engaged. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, come back up. Come back down. Next hand. Take a breath in, exhaling, up to the sky. Inhaling, coming under, not right down, just pressing the back of the hand down to the floor. Inhaling back up, exhaling up, and coming back down. Now this time we'll come into a full thread the needle. So take a breath in, coming up as we exhale, inhaling down, coming right down onto our shoulder, allowing the head to rest onto the earth beneath you. Shoulders are stacked as much as possible. The back body may want to twist to a side. Try to keep it aligned as much as you can. If this is enough for you, you can stay here. Or you can take your left hand and extend it forward. Or bind it behind you. Keep rolling the shoulders back. And just take a few breaths here. Continue pressing into the floor with the back of the hand. I don't want to feel any strain here. If you feel any strain in your neck, back off a bit, come out of it a bit, maybe just stay in this position. That's enough for you today. But don't force yourself into any pose. It works counter to the intention. Okay, take a breath in, exhale, the arm back up, and come back down to join the other one. Okay, so you'll do that on the other side. Take a breath in, coming up, inhaling it, down, coming right down onto your shoulder and to the head. Keeping the hand here, allowing your hips to stay aligned. If you feel comfortable here, you can extend the arm like this, or you can reach it behind the waist and remain in this position. Continue to press into the palm of the hand so the arm stays activated, the muscles stay activated, and you're not sinking into any flexibility, but you're also building strength while stretching. You can close your eyes here or keep it open. Just take notice of your breaths. Allow yourself to feel lighter. Unbind if you had yourself bind, coming back to plant your right hand onto the floor. Press it up. Stretch it out. And coming back to tabletop. You can bring the feet together. Extend the knees out wide. Extend the arms out to the edge of your mat, a little wide or forward, so you don't want to have the wrists under the shoulders anymore, just a little bit forward. And you're going to sink your sit bones down onto your heels as you bring the head to the earth. Take some deep breaths here. Allow the abdomen to expand. Breathing your breaths low into the space between your hips. Allowing your pelvic floor, which are the muscles that hold up your pelvic organs. Allow it to naturally fall every time you inhale. And as you exhale, hug it in, hug it up. Allow all the muscles of your back body, your front body to contract right up to the top of your head. You continue pressing your palms into the floor. This is an active child's pose. Okay. Bring your palms just a little closer to your head. Press into your palms. Hug the lower belly in as you exhale. Round in the back. And then coming into your tabletop. Walk the knees back in closer. Back in tabletop position. So continuing from tabletop position. We will bring our right leg right up to the sky. So you're going to bring the foot right up to the sky as much as you can. Then bring the knee to the side, like a fire hydrant, like a dog coming to pee like a by a fire hydrant. Then the knee to the elbow, and then back up. So do some hip rolls. So now that you know the positioning, you can go just a little slowly. You can be as wide as you want or as small as you want. Allow yourself to find an exhale while you gather in the knee to the elbow. Inhale as you go up. Exhaling as you come down to the elbow. Now switch positions, so from elbow to the side, to the back. So exhaling as you gather the belly in here. Exhaling here. Inhaling up. Just to warm up the hip muscles, the groin. Coming back to neutral. And again, remember, if the wrists are hurting here, the arms feel like, oh my God, I need a break, you can always come down to your forearms. So inhaling the leg up to the side, exhaling, gathering, inhaling up to the side, exhaling. And take your time, focus on the breath, focus on the movement, notice what you're feeling, notice where you're feeling it. Switching directions, exhaling now, inhaling up, exhaling, gathering the belly. Do one last one here. And coming back to neutral. You can decide to take a child's pose rest here, or we can come back up and we'll come on our backs and do a few bridges. Going back gently onto your back. You can come onto your forearms here, and one side at a time. If you don't have a block, you can do this without one. I'm just going to demonstrate with the block first. So bring your heels as close as possible. Bring your heels as close as possible to your sit bones. Roll your shoulder blades under and allow your palms to face up. And we're going to take notice of our pelvis. And as you breathe in, allow the air to go right down in between the hips. And as you exhale, hug the lower belly in and up, pulling the body, the front body up, while the back body slides down. So you may feel the small or the space, your lower back, the space meeting your lower back, shorten or get closer to the mat. Doesn't mean it has to touch the mat, but it will get a little closer to the mat as we really engage the core. As you inhale now, you might feel the pelvis tilt a little bit. The space under the back is a little bit increased. Exhaling, inhaling. So it might be a big movement for you, but I want you to take notice of the movement, however small, of when you inhale, right? Your lumbar spine, the space under the back, the lower back is increased. And as you exhale, pull the pelvic floor, hug your lower belly in and up, the psoas gets engaged, the space underneath the back is less, okay? So as we move through this, as you take a breath in, feel that tilt, and as you exhale, hug the lower belly in and up, and I want you to push into the feet, push into the legs, engage your glutes, rising up into a bridge. Don't allow the legs to flare open like this. You want to keep the knees over the ankles and keep your inner thighs engaged so that you maintain that 90 degree in the legs. And really feel what's activated here for you. Keep the glutes engaged. So as you may be breathing, you're allowing the breath to be more within your rib cage so that you don't lose the engagement in your abdomen. Now, if you wanted to do a supported bridge here, whilst you are here, doesn't seem like, okay, here we are. You can grab the block and slip it underneath you, right on your sacrum, or just below the lower glutes. When you place it here, don't allow it to be placed on your lumbar spine, and you can rest right here. So you still allow yourself to be bridge, but it's a supported bridge. Okay, so you are remaining in your supported bridge here, and keep your chin tucked into your chest and to avoid moving your head in many directions. So at this point, listen to my voice as much as you can, and just allow yourself to breathe and rest in this position. Now I want you to engage your thighs again, your glutes again, the abdomens again, and we're going to be going up and down so we can do a little bit of core activation. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, hug the lower belly in, press it into the feet, activating the glutes and the thighs, coming up. Inhaling down, exhaling back up, keeping everything you're supposed to keep activated. Inhaling down, exhaling up, inhaling down, exhaling up, inhaling down, exhaling up. If you don't think you don't have a block, you can do the same movement. Down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up. Now as I'm going down, I'm not just dropping my glutes first. I'm actually allowing my thoracic spine to go down first, then the lumbar, then the sacrum, and then I'm coming back up. So it's a movement where you start, as you're going down, you're allowing the thoracic to come down first, sacrum last, then sacrum first, going up, then sacrum last, coming down. Stay engaged, stay focused. Completed our bridge. So what we will do now is extend our feet. Oops, I'm there touching my water. We'll extend our legs. Let's see if we can get this mug away safely. So we'll extend our legs. So we're here. Just bring your legs down. Palms to here. Just take a moment to release any tension into the abdomen. And one thing about yoga is you don't allow ego to get in the way of progress and movement. So just a few things I want you to note here as you rest in this position. One, you can bring the block, you could bring the block higher up whilst you're in your bridge. But be mindful to keep it on the widest part, the longest part. So it supports your sacroiliac joints, which are on either side of your sacrum, rather than keeping it only on a very small part, which is like this part here of the block, because it can irritate your sacroiliac joints, and we don't want to get injured from doing yoga. We want to be safe in what we're doing. It's not about ego and saying, oh my God, I can bring my hip bones all up to the sky, but it's really, what do you feel whilst you're doing what you're doing? It's connecting with your bodies, connecting with your breath. Okay? So as we continue here, we'll walk our legs back in. Grab a belt or a strap or a long ribbon if you have anything that will be long like this, or a little, it could be a little shorter, but anything that gives the simulation of a yoga belt. It doesn't have to be an actual yoga belt. We are going to lift our left leg or your right leg, whichever one you want to do first. Just bring it around the base of the foot and allow it to be up to the sky, the bottom of the foot up to the sky. If we're not locking our knees, so if you have the flexibility, don't lock your knees. Leave a little bend in the leg. If you are here, power to you, lady. Power to you, guy. Your hair on the mat, join in. Feel good about that. So this is wonderful as well. And just gradually walk or slide the bottom leg. So if you have bends in both legs, voila, wonderful. You still get the sensation of what we want to do. If you are straight in both of them, voila. So floating the leg, we're gonna bring the leg across the leg that is upright and bring it away. Engage your abdomen, engage the inner thighs, engage the outer thighs. Just try to be as balanced as you possibly can. And as I said, if you're bent, that's okay. It's the same thing. Right? We're not trying to do flexibility here. We're really trying to work on engaging your inner thighs, your outer thigh, and putting a boundary on the upper body. So you want to keep your core engaged. So every time you cross the legs, exhale, squeeze in the inner thighs. Inhaling out. Exhale, squeeze. Inhaling out. Then removing. Bring them together. You can just tap a little bit just to release any tension. Then draw the other leg up. Bring the strap around it. Bring it up to the sky. Allowing the other leg to float. Again, if you have a bend, that's fine too. You can have a bend. Inhaling it out. Exhaling it. Hugging the inner thighs together. Inhaling out. Exhaling, hugging the inner thigh. Exhaling out. Hugging the inner thigh. And keep the foot flexed. When the foot is flexed, it activates the muscles of the leg and can actually make the leg feel a little lighter. See how that feels in your body. Notice if you feel that. We'll do two more. One. Back down. Releasing the strap. Give it a little tap here. Boop, 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 boop. Bringing the knees into the chest. Bring it back down. And then rolling gently off the block. So we could go back up in bridge and then slide the block out. But we'll just roll it out. And come to a hero position just to give your ankles a little bit of a stretch here. So you can come onto your ball of your feet and sit your glutes onto your heels. See how that feels. If that's a bit too much of an intense stretch or you feel any pain into your knees, you can take a strap or maybe a blanket and maybe resting it under here so you increase the space between your thighs and your calves to reduce the compression in your knees. That could help. You could also come down like this, see how this feels. So that's a stretch of the ankles now here. Just wanna give the body a little bit of a stretch. So alternating between this one and that one. Okay. Now we'll move. If this was like, I'm not doing this again, that's okay. You can come back to your seated position, or you can remain in either one of these poses. I will return to the seated position just to give everyone, allow everybody to be seen. Okay, so you're gonna hold your strap. Once again, just put it across your thighs. We're gonna get ready for it in a bit. But now that we've worked the spine, our hips, a bit of our legs and our core, we'll work a little bit of our shoulders and our neck now. Okay, so we are here. Place your right ear towards your right shoulder. Extend your left hand out and feel the stretch right through the fingertips. You can close your eyes here, lower your gaze. Bring the head back in, lift the head back to neutral. Air to the opposite, air to the next shoulder, sorry. And extend the hand out. Breathe into the space. Be very deliberate with your breath. Notice, observe, have no judgment. Just breathe into it. Head to the next shoulder, sorry, and bring your hand up into your head. You're not going to be pulling it down, but just allow the weight of your hand to draw the head just a little bit lower. Keep it sitting up tall. How's your breath? Are you breathing? Make sure you're breathing. Back up. Next side. Bring the shoulders up to the ears and roll them back and down. Up to the ears again, roll them back and down. And roll them up and forward. Up and forward. Back and down. Up and forward. I'll take the strap and take it a little more than shoulder distance apart. Keep your wrists in line with your forearm. Now I have bendy arms, so just keep the wrists in line with your forearm. So you're not doing this or coming in, you want to keep it aligned. And things if you pull in that strap, it's an active movement. You want to engage your arms, keep the shoulders down, just pull in the strap on either side as if you want to burst that strap, right? And from here, you're going to draw it forward and draw it up over your head, just a little way back. Forward again. Draw it a little further back. Forward again. And further back. Not forcing. Don't let your ego get into the way. We're going as far as we and our personal abilities are. back just a little bit more. Wonderful. If not, stay exactly where you are. We're not trying to get into the maximum of our stretch, because you can hurt yourself, and also your nervous system sees it as danger, 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 and tenses up every part of the body. So you want to work with yourself, not against yourself, by working within your personal limits. If you can come right back down, coming up, and then coming back down. And if you were here, just stay there and keep going up and down. You want to keep the rest of the body still and isolated, so that the movement is on the shoulders. Okay, we'll take a rest here. Bring the left arm across the body. Stretch it out. Other arm across the body. Stretch it out. And bring yourself to one side. Exhaling out. Looking above the arm. Breathe into that lateral side. Inhaling up, and exhaling on the other side. Move to the other one. And the other side. Breathe in. Inhaling back up to center. Bring the palms up and down to heart center in Anjali Mudra. Let's take a few breaths here. Thanking yourself for showing up for this practice and following through. Offering yourself compassion wherever you could, wherever you couldn't. The main thing is that you showed up for yourself. The main aspect is not the final outcome or whether you did everything, but it is in the process. You showed up, came onto the mat, you did what you could based on how you felt today. That is a beautiful outcome. Namaste. Thank you so much. And this is a beginner's flow, just to get your body used to moving, used to yoga. And thanks again. And join me right here for another flow.